Well, it's time to see what's happening at the New Zoo this morning.
Neil Anderson is live in Suamico to check in with the penguins. Good morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Hey, it's a great day to visit the zoo. The weather's going to be warm, and if it's above 32 degrees, these guys here, our black-footed penguins who we're with today, will be able to go outside. And what we do is, because they're subtropical penguins, and what that means is they're not polar penguins, so if the temperature is below 32 degrees, we give them access to outside and come in and out. If it's above 32 degrees, we can go ahead and leave them out and close the door. But because it is breeding season right now, what we'll do is we'll give them access so they can come and go. And what will happen now, the keepers were just out in the exhibit, cleaned the outside exhibit, and these guys, they'll come back here, probably within an hour, open up the door, give them access, and then they'll go back and forth, hauling some rocks and things like that because they're nesting right now.
Who's the other visitors
Yeah, you can see the visitor. There's an Egyptian goose and there's a cull duck, and those two are an inseparable pair. I don't know. It's it's interesting because that little duck was used in magic acts. Really? So truly, their love is magical.
Yeah.
These two. But actually, it's funny because those two are inseparable. You put them out on an exhibit wherever they got to be together. So they hang out in here. We also have some African ducks. You know, we've got two pools in here, so they kind of share the pools, the penguins and the ducks. And usually when the ducks are in the water, the penguins are out. When the penguins go in the water, the ducks come out. One of the other things, that'll go on, after the breeding season, then, they kind of get it, they replenish, their body reserves and everything. But one of the things they do too is they go through a molt. Penguins, what we call a catastrophic molt. Unlike a lot of birds, they replace feathers, throughout the year, a few here, a few there. Penguins, especially the black-footed penguin, they'll replace all their feathers in 16 days. So you have to get, what they'll end up doing is they'll pack on probably close to 40% extra weight, and then they'll drop that down, over those particular times. So what we do is we'll monitor and watch them if they can go into molt. Normally between March and August is the time that they would actually go through their annual molt, and it replaces, like I say, all their feathers. Now they have 70 feathers per square inch, so you imagine the process to do that. But they will not eat, or they might eat maybe one or two fish during that molting time. They really don't feel that well, at that particular time as far as eating. They're fairly irritable. They want to just kind of be by themselves. They're not waterproof, so they won't go in the water at that time as well. Now, here's something that's interesting. Now, if you take a look at the penguin in here, even when they molt, how you can tell the penguins apart. Now here, what we do is we have bands, but check the front of them out. There's like little spots on them. Yeah. Even when they molt to replace the feathers, those spots stay the same spot. That's a fingerprint, just like us, to tell the penguins apart.
That's very interesting. Well, thanks, Neil. Have a great day. And like he said, it's a great day to visit the zoo.